Welcome to Dream Hunter. Once there was a large monastery in a part of China, where about 500 monks lived. They were all practicing the path of self-realization under their master. One day, a man came to the monastery to become a disciple. He said to the Zen master, "Sir, I want to know myself. I want to know the truth." The Zen master looked at him and said, "If you want to know the truth, then you will have to put your whole life at stake. It may take your entire life to know the truth, and still, there is no guarantee that you will get to know the truth in this lifetime. Are you ready for that?" The disciple said, "Sir, I have come here not to turn back. I am ready for it." The master said, "If that is so, then do one thing. There are 500 monks in this monastery. You take care of the rice pounding. Just keep beating rice from morning till evening. When you get tired, go to sleep. And when you wake up in the morning, start pounding rice again. Don't do anything else. Don't think about anything else. Just follow this path. Also, don't come to me again. I will come to you myself when needed." The young man started pounding rice, as per the instructions of his master. There were 500 disciples in that monastery, and all of them needed food at times. Therefore, he would get up early, in the morning, and start pounding rice, until night when he was tired. He would fall asleep in the same room where he was pounding rice. He would neither talk to anyone, nor would anyone come to talk to him. For a few months while pounding the rice, all thoughts kept coming to his mind. But when the thoughts do not get new subjects, they also fade away on their own. Slowly, his thoughts started to subside. After a few years, he even forgot his name. He would always keep quiet and keep pounding rice, in a thoughtless state. He neither meditated nor read any scripture. The chief disciples of the monastery considered him foolish and much inferior to them. 12 years passed by doing this. After 12 years, one day, the Zen master announced that his last time was approaching, and he had to choose his successor, who would be the head of the monastery after him. Therefore, any disciple who had become self-realized should come and write a few lines near his door at night, lines that cover all his experiences. Many disciples thought of doing so. One of the chief disciples of the monastery went there and wrote a few lines. He was very knowledgeable about Buddhist scripture. All the disciples considered him to be the possible successor of their master. He wrote that the mind is like a mirror on which the dust of thoughts and desires accumulates. To sweep away this dust is meditation. When the dust has been cleared and the mirror of the mind has become clear, one has attained salvation. When the master woke up in the morning and saw these lines, he got very angry and said, "Which idiot has written all this garbage on my wall?" The chief disciple kept silent. Although the lines he wrote were full of wisdom, they were all bookish knowledge. The chief disciple was very clever. He wrote the lines but did not sign them, because he was not sure whether they were right or not. Since he was not self-realized, the master completely rejected those lines. Everyone was surprised to see this. This incident became a topic of discussion throughout the entire monastery. Two disciples, while talking about this topic, passed by the disciple who had come there 12 years ago and had been pounding rice day and night. He laughed gently after listening to their discussion. The two disciples asked him why he was laughing. They asked, because that responder was considered a very insignificant monk. In their opinion, no one had ever seen him reading scripture or meditating. Everyone considered him foolish for just pounding rice. There were great scholars in that monastery, and that rice pounder did not even mean anything to them. That's why they were amazed to see him smile. They asked again why he laughed. The rice pounder said, "I laughed because the master is right. All these lines are garbage. They have no value." Those disciples were shocked. They asked him, "Can you write some lines that are better than this?" The rice pounder said, "Well, I can't write because I am illiterate. But yes, I can say a few lines. And if you can write those lines, then I am ready to go with you." They agreed. So they went near the master's room. The rice pounder said a few lines, and the other disciple wrote them on the wall and signed, "Rice pounder," below those lines. They were expecting the same reaction from their master again. The lines he told them to write were amazing. They were, "Mind is just an illusion. There is neither mind or there is any mirror of mind. And when the mind does not exist, where will the dust settle? He who knows this has known the truth." When the master saw these lines, he got up in the middle of the night and came to the young responder. While he was asleep, he woke him up and said, "Take this. Take my stick and take my robe. From today onwards, you are my successor. But leave this monastery right now and go far away from here. I know that there are many scholars in this monastery who consider themselves superior to you. They will kill you because they cannot tolerate the fact that a simple responder has become enlightened, while they have not. You have got all that I have, and you have got it while pounding rice, and I know that wherever you will go, people will start coming to you, because when a flower blooms, its fragrance starts spreading everywhere." The responder touched the feet of his master and left the monastery that night. If we look at our lives, we will find that many people think that meditation can only be done by sitting in one place with closed eyes. But in reality, it is not like that. Meditation can be practiced even while walking. Meditation can also be done while doing some work. The real meaning of meditation is that whatever you are doing, you are so engrossed in it that you are not even aware of your body. Just like that rice pounder, who became so engrossed in pounding rice that he did not have any sense of himself. And one day, while pounding rice, he attained self-realization. Similarly, Zen means to be in the present moment all the time and not to think of anything. The mind exists as long as there are thoughts. When there are no thoughts, the mind will also vanish. When the mind is no more than, only your pure self will remain. In fact, we do not need to do any other spiritual practice to know our true nature. We just need to get completely lost in whatever we are doing. Be so engrossed in your work that your work becomes meditation.